Come on. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. One of the best days. See, they're all great days. Every day is a great day. Every day above ground, it's a great day. However, Wednesdays in particular here, we call them Win-Trepreneur Wednesdays. Another Win-Trepreneur Wednesday. I'll be diving into a discussion about entrepreneurship as it relates to environments and creating environments and all that in about an hour or so from this recording on the live stream that I do Mondays through Friday. No later. I usually don't start any later than 7:30 a.m. I usually try to keep them around 45 minutes. Looking to condense that a little bit. Actually going to start going like 40, maybe 45 minutes or so. Seeing that I got more measurables to hit. All right, so that's actually what today's Move Swiftly thought is about. All right, and I'll probably do a deeper dive on this concept a little later on in another week when I have an opportunity to flesh out a lot of different points. But one of the things when you decide you're going to get a workshop or bring me in to host a workshop for your staff. For those of you who don't know, I do offer employee development workshops. That's pretty much the main thing that I offer business owners. But one of the things that I implore business owners to do is to establish measurables for every single individual. All right, measurables. And one of those things about measurables, again, for those of you who don't know, just get used to it. I drive everything that I go through in life, everything that happens to me on a day-to-day, every insight, every breakthrough, everything I get that's relatable to you as a business owner, it's relatable to you as a consumer. I'm pulling from lessons that I learned in the football world. And I always love when these opportunities come up, because I remember telling this story maybe a couple of years ago on these same Move Swiftly thoughts, but it's always great when a story resurfaces and I get to tell it again because it's that important, right? So yesterday what I did is I held myself accountable. I made sure. So one of the goals going into this month was to make sure I'm reaching out to 20 leads a day. Now, it has been, sometimes it's a challenge to, get to that number, and you don't know if you're hitting that number. I'm doing some outreach, but sometimes it just gets to be a challenge because other things come up. So yesterday was the first time I actually documented it, and I started, if you look, what you'll see in the thumbnail is you see a number that says 39. That number 39 is what I started with the day in terms of how many leads I put into my system, how many leads I put into my CRM, and then you'll see 59. So again, I hit that measurable goal of 20 leads that I reached out to that particular or yesterday, right? So here's where I want to take you. There was a time, the reason I'm bringing up the football world is because it reminded me of a time when I was at practice. I played football at Stony Brook University, for those of you who don't know, in Long Island, New York. And I remember there was a time where we had an incredible practice. It was a really, really good practice. And even as a player, especially as me as a player, I was a scout team player, you kind of felt the focus. We were in that element of the season. We're at that point of the season where we're trying to get our division championship. And, you could just kind of see the guys gelling and the routine and guys knowing where they need to be. Not too many coaches getting, bitch whipping guys, anything like that. You didn't hear as much yelling. You just saw a focus mentality, a focus group, and you just felt it on that practice field, right? So at the end of practice, Coach P, who was the head coach at the time, he's no longer there anymore. I think he officially retired last year. Either got fired or retired. And unfortunately, he retired with a winless season. But for the most part, I think he did a great job in terms of turning the program around from where they used to be. So we got to take that into consideration as well, right? But anyway, there was during that particular practice where he gave his announcements. He goes, hey, you guys did this, we got something coming up. And then towards the end of his, announcements, he looked at us, he goes, by the way, guys, damn good practice today. Question is, can you do it again tomorrow? That's it. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because as productive as my day was yesterday from the lead standpoint, from some of the things I downloaded, some of the books I ordered and books I downloaded from on Audible and all that kind of stuff, the question that I always am going to ask myself, and I have people to prove, I could show you the text that I sent to my girl right after I sent her the videos. I'm like, or my woman, excuse me. But I was like, the question always is for me, can you do it again tomorrow? Can you wake up again and do it again tomorrow, and then do it the next day, and then do it the next day, and then do it the next day? And when you stack up that mentality and you stack up actually doing the work and getting it done, before you know it, you're gonna be looking back and saying, look at what I've been able to accomplish. So that is the question I pose to you. Hopefully you had a productive day. If you didn't have a productive day, that's all fine. You got an opportunity right now to get it right, to get it where it is you need to be. But the question always is, especially in particular for the folks that had the productive day or is having a productive day when you're consuming this, it's, hey, can you do it again tomorrow? All right. Can you do it again tomorrow? All right. All that being said, main website to check out to dive deeper into all my work, it's makeyourmove.com. Make sure you dive in, ask me about the employee development workshops. That's what I'm actively offering at the moment. Again, the website's makeyourmove.com. That's makeyourmove.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.